Hi everyone. How much illuminance do you need to provide for accent lighting? Let's take a look. There's a fairly easy rule of thumb for illuminance levels for accent lighting, and it's called the 2 to 5 contrast rule. All right, you want to light a focal object with at least 2 times the illuminance of your ambient area around it in order to create contrast and add visual interest. You want to avoid going higher than about 5 times the contrast because you can create some glare. All right. If you want to add extra drama, you can even go up to 10 times the contrast. All right. So 2 to 5 times contrast rule. So let's try an example. You'd like a dining room to have an overall ambient glow of about 10 foot candles. So then what illuminance would you give to an art object in this room? Are you ready? Well, it turns out that an illuminance level of about 20 to 50 foot candles is going to make this object really pop or stand out in your general room with an ambient level of 10 foot candles. Now, where should you place your luminaire for accent lighting? The preferred angle, if you have a vertical piece of artwork, something on a wall, all right, is 30 degrees. And I drew a little diagram to show you what that looks like here in comparison to the figure 1.12 in your textbook. And you've got a luminaire right here, or a light source, and it is directed at the wall and at this piece of art. And you can measure that 30-degree angle right here, or you can measure it the aim angle right here of your luminaire. Now this particular illustration shows that you are aiming particularly at the bottom of this piece of artwork. That's really going to depend on what you're trying to accent and where you want that hot spot or the center of your accent light. All right, and here's an example of the center, and that's where you're going to get that highest illuminance value. Sometimes instead of illuminating a individual or a piece of art, you want to evenly light a vertical surface, and that could be wall washing or wall grazing. It works for display or to highlight a surface texture. And you can do this with a series of point source luminaires, and both of these examples, that's what they're using right here, series of point source, okay, or a linear luminaire. And you can also do this from above or sometimes from below. Where should you place these lights? Well, for wall washing, you want to pull it away from the wall about a third of the height of the room. All right. Wall grazing can be much closer, within 1 foot of the wall. If you're using a series of point sources, you're going to want to space them along the wall. All right. And so what do you do about the corners? That's a little iffy, isn't it? It turns out that what you want to do is position your first one, or the one next to the corner, in a 45-degree line between the two walls. All right. Or if you're going to continue around the corner, you can place one again directly at that 45-degree line, but pointed at the corner. Or this will give you a more even light distribution to add 2 of them. All right. And turn that corner. In this video, we just covered how to select a target illuminance for your accent lighting and some rules of thumb for placement of your luminaires for accent lighting and wall washing and wall grazing.